if you will, in the spring of 2000. It began on April the 10th and ran through May the 19th. And the title of the exhibit, as you can see, was Appalachian Spring. And what that's all about, a lot of our people, like our mayor, Mayor Varney, and different people in our community are from Eastern Kentucky. And so they have displayed memorabilia and artifacts from their past. We have in this room 14 different exhibitors, which I'll take you around and show you a little bit of each one. And we also have around the perimeter some beautiful photographs by Lexington photographer Jim Archambault. And these are also Eastern Kentucky photographs. Here the first section is Mayor Varney. Mayor Varney from Pike County. He told me his mother, Mayor Varney's mother, was a Hatfield of the famous Hatfield and McCoys. His father was a coal miner, so you can see this theme centers around the coal mining field. It was ironic, behind us here, the weekend that Mayor Varney went back to Pike County to pick up the stuff for this display, his local paper had produced this printout of the Hatfield and McCoy saga, so he was quite excited about that. So that's been a lot of fun. And these are old coal mining town shots. This is incredible when you look at the way they really lived. Now next to Mayor Varney is John Fitch, John and Norma Fitch. John Fitch, ironically, used to be the mayor, so I thought it would be fun to put them side by side and let them kind of duke it out. Mr. Fitch also is from Pike County, so they have a lot in common, and as you can see, his exhibit also centers around the coal industry. This piece here has been a great conversation piece during the exhibit. That's an old wringer to wring out your clothes when they were washed. We've had a lot of fun with that. Now behind us, in this glass case, is an exhibit of John Day. John Day was from Flemingsburg, and he rose to become one of the top executives with CBS. He hired such famous people as Charles Perrault, Eric Severai, and different people. So he's quite a man. He also wrote the book Bloody Ground, and we have two copies of this. This is an original, and then this is a print later on. But Bloody Ground was a popular book and a very depictive, very graphic depiction of Eastern Kentucky. Now on around here, our third exhibitor, in this case here, Eve and Woodridge Spears. Woodridge Spears was a well-known Kentucky author and poet, and they came here from Greenup and Johnson counties. They owned a furnace, and a furnace was a steel making fire that was literally dug into the side of a cliff, and they called that the furnace, where they made steel and they made their pots and things to use around their farm. This is a picture of the farmhouse. These two drawings in the back are by Woodridge, and this is a drawing that he did of the furnace and the people going in. This picture here is the commissary, and that was like the company store for the furnace people. Like I say, both are well-known poets. Woodridge is deceased. Eve Spears is still alive, and I believe she's 92 years old, and she's quite proud to have her stuff displayed. But both are well-known poets throughout Kentucky. Now, down in this corner, we have a kind of a hodgepodge of stuff. This is by Betty Johnson, who, although she did not actually grow up in Eastern Kentucky, they grew up really in the Harrodsburg area. Her father conducted business in Eastern Kentucky. I think he did work with mules, so they have a lot of Eastern Kentucky connections, and she is a collector, and she just wanted to display a lot of, this is from her home, and actually her home is a museum within itself, but a lot of neat old items from Eastern Kentucky. One thing that's been a lot of fun here is this item. This is a pretty light, an old pretty light for those long dark walks on winter nights out to the privy. So that's been a lot of fun. And so far we haven't needed it, but if we ever got dirty, there's some good homemade lye soap down there. While we're here, around the perimeter of our exhibit, we have 12 different photographs by Lexington photographer Jim Archambault. These are beautiful photographs. He's very well known throughout Kentucky. And these are all, as I mentioned earlier, Eastern Kentucky shots. They really added a lot of color and a lot of softness to our exhibit. This section is Jack and June Williams, and the left-hand side on this table is June Williams. June Williams is our high school choral director, an amazing lady. But she is from Estill County, Wiseman Town actually, which is south of Irvine. She is the last in a line of families that own this little country store in Estill County, in Wiseman Town. This is the store, a picture of it. It's hard to see, I know, but this country store began back in 1815, and it closed in 1983, which is really incredible. This store was open for 168 years. And so this is memorabilia from the store. Some neat old items, of course, the countertop, the old cash drawer. It's kind of funny, in the cash drawer, when I set up the exhibit, I put 3 nickels in here so everyone would know that it was a change drawer. Well, now we have 3 nickels and a penny, so somebody has donated to our museum. This is an old brown paper bag holder, which is kind of neat. All of these items came from the store. And even also more incredible, these are old tax pouches, and actual tax records and documents are still in there, which is kind of neat. Now Jack Williams, her husband, and he has this little corner section. He is from Johnson, actually the Lawrence and Johnson County line. And his grandfather, and this is a picture of Mr. Wheeler, was the first commercial apple producer in Kentucky, which is really kind of incredible. This exhibit here is by Rose Mahoney. Rose is from Knott County. She didn't have a lot of stuff, but some neat stuff from her past. One exciting thing was this fountain pen. This pen was made by her brother, and it was made out of wood from their grandfather's cemetery. So that's kind of an interesting story. And then that's a picture of the cabin where she grew up. Notice on the beautiful stitching on this. This section, there are a few photographs which have been taken down already, but is the section for William and Ann Bevins. They both are also from Pike County. And Ann Bevins, as most people in central Kentucky know, she is the Scott County leading historian. She's quite the expert. So this is a few photographs and family history of theirs. That's a beautiful picture there of ironweeds. You don't think of a field of weeds being so beautiful, but I think that picture has been one of the top 2 of the Archambault prints that we have here. People love that picture of the ironweeds. Now in the back section, we had some fun. This section is Billy Hicks. Billy is from Harlan County. Billy Hicks is our high school basketball coach. He's an amazing character. But his whole theme was the turkey. Every spring in Harlan County, they go wild turkey hunting. So he brought the pictures of the turkey and some canned vegetables and different things. Behind us here, this is the collection of Dr. Robert and Sheila Trent, and they are from Morgan and Johnson counties. And it's just kind of a general collection of memorabilia from their past. A lot of neat items, some old canned goods there. This radio, actually, we have stuff piled around it, but this radio still works. It's battery powered. Old cobbler's tools. So a lot of neat old tools and artifacts from their past. In the corner here, we have the section from Kitty Dogood. Kitty is from Boyd County. She's an art teacher, an elementary art teacher here in Georgetown. And this is her tribute. One interesting thing in this section, this quilt contains scraps of clothing from her grandmother, her great-grandmother actually. So that's kind of neat. That brings back a lot of memories for Kitty. Kids have gotten a lot of fun looking at her old report card. I won't open it up, I won't embarrass her, but she was a good student. The kids have enjoyed that. And again, here we have more Archambault prints. Here along the wall, this entire section from here up to the beginning is from Matt Hall. Matt is the director of physical therapy here in Georgetown at the hospital. They're neat. He came from Perry County, down around Hazard, One thing that's neat about the Hall family, they have traced their genealogy back to where they are remotely related to Pocahontas. Kids have really enjoyed that, the school kids that have come through. Of course, we have a glass butter churn, an ironing board, and lots of neat memorabilia from their past. A lot of neat books and literature here, which has been fun. And that concludes our exhibit. Thank you very much. Ah, you're about to go.